On the 21st of October, 1941, the world was introduced to a new kind of superheroine, in her own feature in All-Star Comics number 8. The comic book character has become a major pop cultural icon, inspiring all those who managed to be captured by her magical lasso of truth, justice, and compassion. She is the Amazon Princess Diana, also known to the world as Wonder Woman. Today we celebrate the day of her first appearance in this special 80th anniversary tribute, from all around the world. Enjoy the wonder. When I was very young, riveted to the small TV screen watching Wonder Woman on TV. It was an out-of-this-world experience.
I am a huge fan of Wonder Woman. Pretty obvious. I mean, my collection is right behind me. I've been a fan for so many years. I can't even recall when I started. Skip that. 2009. Anyways, Wonder Woman means a great deal to me. She means so much that it's hard to put it all together. But I love her values of compassion and love. Those have always been my favorite qualities. And the favorite thing in my collection is everything. I can't really choose. And I show no signs of slowing down of Wonder Woman collecting. She means the absolute world to me. And I don't see myself not being a fan, because once I started becoming a fan, I said, yeah, I'm never going to stop.
Wonder Woman is important to me because of the character's proactiveness, in being a bridge between all people, of all races and genders. That, through equality, perseverance and love, anything is achievable. There is no room for cynicism when you are a warrior for peace. Hi, I am Margot King. To me, Wonder Woman is more than a beautiful woman in a costume. I loved reading the comic as a child, sometimes I still do. It's also the mythology, the idea that our world should be matriarchal, a superior female race, enchants me. In name, Diana is a goddess figure. She embodies so many ideals of goddesses today. With her cape, she often appears like the Egyptian goddess Isis. She is for the moon, like Diana, Artemis, even Mary. Diana also made me transgender. Why do I say that? In the 1970s, I watched Wonder Woman on ABC TV as it first aired. I was glued to the screen. The odd point about her was you'd think a young boy would have had thoughts of her beauty and nature, and want to be with her. But I wanted to be her. Most boys would have had Superman or Batman under ruse. I wanted Wonder Woman's. To this day they've yet to make even an adult set for guys. Since then, I've been a closeted transgender. Well, recent years I started HRT, hormones, and wearing some women's clothing. My wish would be to fit in a Wonder Woman costume, to play her myself, if my older body would let me be pretty. I see all the lucky girls who got to be her at Halloween and such. Linda Carter, whom I've met, is not the goddess. But she accepts herself as an avatar and also very kind and supportive of queer rights. To me, she is also a compassionate, popular culture goddess. Go to Facebook, look up Church of Wonder Woman and see just how worshipped she is. Wonder Woman taught me to live in truth, peace, and wonder. I may not live that way all the time, but it is a life to which I aspire.
Hey guys, hi everybody, my name is Eric Smith. I own a website that's called wondersinart.com. It has most of my collection. I collect art from production art and also prototype figures and everything else. And my love for Wonder Woman pretty much started when I came out of the womb. I was 1 year old when Super Friends cartoon came out, so I am a fan of Super Friends, and now as an adult, I really have to show my love for Super Friends. I have my Wonder Woman tattoo on one arm. I have my cheetah on the other, and I also have some production art to show. That's actually a mask from the back of a coloring book. Got Super Friends, Justice League, some Super Friends, cheetah cells, drawings, production art. This is actually a cell from the beginning sequence of the Superpower show. There's tons more. My favorite piece in my collection is my prototype of the Super Friends maquette. If you look, it's the painted prototype, which is kind of odd that her earrings are flesh color. But anyway, they did include a lasso, but this is a painted rope lasso. This came directly from the artist who painted it, Jack Matthews. So that's a very small part of the collection. Like I said, huge Wonder Woman fan. Happy 80th birthday. Very happy to be a fan. Very proud to be a fan. Linda Carter did a great job. Gal Gadot, who I've actually met before and had a poster signed by her, is just perfect for the role. I know that she won't be here forever, but you know, long live Wonder Woman. Happy 80th birthday, and hope for many, many more. Thanks. Bye, guys.
Wonder Woman, for me, was one of the quintessential influences in my life. that helped me grow into the person I am today, largely due to her focus on love, compassion, and truth. The strength that I get from those three things has reinforced and supported who I am, and who I want to become. By bringing out my inner Amazon, using my powers for the good of all, I feel I am leaving my own legacy. And it all started with Diana. We can all be Wonder Woman.
Hello, fellow Wonder Woman fans. Yay. I'm Carol Strickland. I first fell for the Wonder Crew back when I was pretty young. Yes, back when dinosaurs ruled the earth and the comics showed the adventures of the Wonder family. That was Wonder Woman, Wonder Queen, Wonder Girl, and of course, Wonder Tot. Yay, Wonder Tot. And the Wonder Girl of that time was Donna Troy, who debuted in issue 123. Do not argue with me on this. She was always talking about how she was working at Amazon training, and that impressed me. Back in those days, before the first crisis, the Wonders had to work for their powers. You know, that women could work and achieve things. Donna had a solid work ethic. This impressed me. Plus, she hung out with a merboy. I loved all things mermaid. Yay, so much more cool than a unicorn. Ugh. Back then, I really didn't like Wonder Woman, but I loved everyone else in her family. I came from a dysfunctional one, and it was so nice to see a family where everyone loved and supported each other, even when aliens were invading the earth. How about that? Due to crap writing, I didn't really like Wendy herself, who I thought dressed in a girdle and an icky long line strapless bra that was like the kind I'd seen in the Sears catalog, but more gaudy. Ugh. Until she went mod. She not only dressed better, but she began acting like a real modern person. And there was that one panel during the Ares War when the Amazon generals declared that even though the odds were tremendously against them, they would win. I'd never before seen female characters who acted so bravely or confidently, and Diana was the one leading them. I was firmly hooked. Oh man, I discovered that Wonder Woman's biggest foe was the patriarchy. Her origin and country deleted all male influence from their equation, and thus the patriarchy. Due to that, the Amazons were peace lovers and interested in reforming and improving people. Wonder Woman and her Amazon training stood for the empowerment of the disenfranchised, including sometimes herself, as she learned about the outer world. This is a highly powerful message. Unfortunately, too many times, DC's staff have ignored it or worked actively against it. But Diana's core still remains, if only in history. I've been reading Wendy forever, even a bit since 2010, when DC pretty much killed off the character but kept the name in Spangles. These days, instead of fighting against the patriarchy and the evil it does, Diana works for it. It is not her loving relationship to her mother that is stressed, but the one to her new father, Zeus, who often gives her orders that she obeys. But I've been a Wendy fan for a long time. I know that the bad times, which occur too often, come and go. Eventually this will pass, and perhaps we'll see a true Wonder Woman again. Maybe when she turns 90. Until then, we can enjoy picking through 80 years of wonder and reliving those glories. Some of you might want to try my new fanfic novel, which I hope shows this bright side of Wonder Woman. There's a link to it on my website, which is carolastrickland.com. Don't forget the A. Or if you're unclear about Wendy's history and some aspects of her character, you can check out my nonfiction book, which is legal, and it's called Star Spangled Panties. You can find it at the online bookstore of your choice. Here's to our favorite wonder. Hoa!
You've inspired me for 46 years, and continue to do so to this day. I love you. They all made fun when I was a kid, because I loved drawing her. Now they are amazed. Thank you for 46 years of inspiration. I love you, Princess.
I had the privilege, the pleasure, and the freedom to create Wonder Woman for the Super Friends and the challenge of the Super Friends. And I hope I brought to her everything that William Moulton Marston wanted her to have. I feel that I did. And I feel that I was the best voice for the job. I came to it through the director that I had worked with on a commercial, and went in to interview, and he sent my tape to the network, and the rest is history.
Hi, my name's Andy Mangels, and as you see behind me, I know a few things about Wonder Woman and so forth. But recently, over the last several years, I've actually gotten to help craft Wonder Woman's future and past. I wrote the Wonder Woman 77 Meets the Bionic Woman series. That was a bestseller, and so of course they never did a sequel. And I am currently, I've written 2 so far, but I have several more. I'm helping DC put together some of the collected editions of Wonder Woman, so I'm writing the essays and helping collect the extras together to make them the best collections possible for future Wonder Woman projects. And, beyond that, there may be other Wonder Woman work in my future.
When she came out into the public world, obviously she had been in Marston's brain for some time. The world needed that more than ever. There was really no women's equality. There was a lot of talk about it, and there were certainly feminists and suffragists that had come along prior to that, but really had not gotten very far. And I remember a book like it was, and now this is moving forward, not when I was born, but when I was a young bride, there was a book that came out called Fascinating Womanhood. Now, mind you, this is like in my early 20s, so this has gone on since Wonder Woman was created. Fascinating Womanhood took hold like wildfire, and basically what it was telling women of the day was to wear your shirtwaist dress when your husband comes home and walks into the house, have his martini glass ready and his dinner ready and the house spotless, and admire him. I mean, it was an entire book of showing the world, written by a woman, I might add, naturally, who was trying to keep it going so that women's place was in the home with her man. And I am so glad that the character of Wonder Woman and what she stands for has developed and grown, and now it's getting louder and louder and louder. The male and the female created he them. There's just no question that there is equality in the human species. Differences, yes. Equality, we got to still work for it.
For me, especially as a young man growing up with a very strong mother, a female role model, but also growing up gay, Wonder Woman represented to me through the voice on the Super Friends, and the fact that she was the only woman on the Super Friends, and then Linda Carter's portrayal in live action, and then the comics. What she represented to me was a character that I knew would accept me and be my friend no matter what, and that she cared more about character and honesty and love and truth and empathy more than she did about money or looks or heterosexuality or all the things that society was telling you were the important things. That wasn't what Wonder Woman represented. And she was strong and did not, if she rejected anyone or she chastised anyone or she punished anyone, it was because they were being bad people, not because of an aspect of their personality or because of their religion or because of it was not about anything personal. She was somebody who represented pure acceptance and pure empathy. And I could hear that every time I heard Shannon on television. I could see that in Linda Carter's portrayal. And it really gave me, in addition to my own mother, it gave me a female character that I could look up to and know that they would always be there for me.
I don't want that original sense of strength, endurance, love, caring. I don't want all of that to all of a sudden be thrown into the masculine of the feminine role and in the form of destruction, because then we will lose the fact that she was created not to do that, to find another way.
As a character, if you look at almost every other character that is in superhero comics, almost every one of them comes from tragedy, and they are whether it's their parents are killed, their planet's blown up, they're bitten by something, they're in an accident, there's some kind of tragedy that they then overcome to become a hero. Diana is created not out of tragedy, but completely out of love, and then chooses to become a hero because it's the right thing to do. She chooses to become the best she can be. And what a message Marston had there. And it was really, kept forward for almost 50 years or over 50 years in her creation before they started kind of straying from that.
Yeah. I was afraid of the straying the minute I started seeing the masculine type musculature being used on her body. And I thought, whoops, this is not going in the right direction.
Yeah. I still think that the pilot episode that Linda Carter did is so true to Marston's original comics, and so and her sense of naivete and wonder and openness and guilelessness that is so transfixing that it just can't be beat. And there are episodes of Super Friends that I love, and there are comics that I love, and there are episodes of the TV show, and I love the 2017 movie and everything else, but that pilot was so extraordinary in how well it captured Wonder Woman's essence. That for me, that's the be all and end all. So Shannon, how much did you did Wonder Woman for 10 years on Super Friends
and Challenge of the Super Friends.
Yeah. How much did when you started, obviously you saw the designs for the character and everything, but how much did the physicality of it and the look of it, how did that affect you, shaping the voice you used and the, kind of commanding heroic quality and so forth?
I really have to say, although the director and I worked together on where we would go, it didn't take long to recognize that the artwork at the time, which remained pretty true to the time we worked on it, this was definitely a feminine woman. There was no question that she was going to be the feminine version of a superhero, but she had all of the other attributes of the so-called masculine. It's like the even individual all of a sudden. She had to be both. And also she didn't look sexy, but she didn't look sexless. Mm-hmm. There's a big difference with that. I mean, she wasn't trying to appear other than she was who she was. So I just went with the feeling of, well, I've got that. That's part of me. All that stuff is part of me. It's actually part of everybody. But I recognized her right away. I had everything but the flip haircut. I mean, even the age. I mean, truly, I was very young when we started. And it just came, and we tweaked it a little through the years, but not very much. One of the first things he said when I started playing with the script, my director, was, well, now you have to take off her shirtwaist dress and put on her boots. So right away, he wanted the strength to come across. She had to use her muscle as well as everything else.
Right.
That clicked in. That just, so anyway, I recognized her as being part of every woman. Just a lot of women aren't willing to put it out there. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I was lucky. I had a mother who, but my family was in show business. So I had a mother who told me I could do anything I wanted to do, be anything I wanted to be. I mean, do you know how many fans come up and say, "Oh, let me hear you say great Hera"? I mean, we did a lot of promos for when Turner Network bought the cartoons. We did a lot of fun promos. And then of course, Andy very graciously invited me to do his DVD. And I'm always looking for another opportunity to speak her.
When I got to do Wonder Woman, Bionic Woman, that was a story that I created, that was in my head from when I was 10 years old.
Wow.
I was 10 when I thought of that story, and I was 50 something when I wrote it. It's important not to give up on the idea that sometimes you just have to make things happen through force of will. Also, to let people know, if you're at all interested in the Wonder Woman, Bionic Woman book that I wrote, it is almost out of print, and it is never going to see print again because of the licensing deal. They got one printing and that's it. So right now you can still get it probably for cover price or something like that. Once it's out of print, that's when it's going to start shooting up in price. So
well, send me a link, for heaven's sakes.
I'll send it to you, Shannon.
Oh, well, that's even better.
Yeah, so definitely check it out while you can, and keep an eye on future Wonder Woman projects at DC, because you never know if you might see my name pop up. I wanted to just really quickly say, Shannon, are you doing autograph photos for fans through this?
Oh, I am. You just email me and I will send you the PayPal link. And my email is Shannon Farnon 1@gmail.com.
Fantastic. So I think if the fans really started putting pressure on Warner Brothers, or putting the idea and putting pressure on Warner Brothers that Shannon Farnon should be in Wonder Woman 3 and the Amazons movie, that, maybe we can get Wonder Grandma in there.
I'll stay in shape, I promise you. Actually,
yeah.
I am in shape, so.
Well, not unless you're going to cosplay.
That's different. No, I mean, I've been asked, why don't you wear the costume? And I just think a grandmother Wonder Woman is not in my league.
Oh, I have seen it, and cosplay is for every age.
Yes. Oh, yeah, every age and every sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have seen men rocking Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun.
Oh, it is. And little children, and oh yeah, and people who are overweight and underweight. And I love the way people just let it all hang out.
Yes.
The closest I get to cosplay is that I have these on my wrists, and they're tattooed every single day. And I tell people, it's interesting because so many people will ask what they are. And if they are over the age of 35, I will usually go like this, and I'll go, what do you think they are?
Yeah.
And people will look at this image right here of with a beard and so forth, clearly with Wonder Woman's bracelets, but they will look at the beard and they'll be like, They'll do anything they can to not say that I've got Wonder Woman's bracelets tattooed on.
Right.
And so I'll give them like 45 seconds to squirm, and then I'll be like, no, really, What do you think they are? And then they'll go, are they Wonder Woman's bracelets? And I'm, of course.
Of course.
You know.
Love it. Love it.
Because Wonder Woman is for everyone.
That's right. Wonder Woman is the spirit of women and men. It's
for sure.
where we should be headed as a humanity, to use our strength and our brain and our love and to put it all together and try to go through the world as one humanity.
Hello Glamazons, I am the fabulous Wonder Mama all the way from Sydney, Australia. I just wanted to say that this month marks the 80th anniversary of one of the world's most beloved superheroines, our girl Wonder Woman. She has been a huge inspiration and influence on my life in particular and the lives of so many other people. So Wonder Woman, we love you. You are so beloved and such a wonderful character, and you mean so much to so many people. Wonder Woman, thank you for so many years of inspiration, and I hope for another 80 years and beyond. Mwah!